Chevrolet's Inside High School Sports is brought to you by the Houston area Chevy dealers. Visit your nearest Chevy dealer to test drive our award-winning products.
And just like that, week one of the regular season is in the books. Welcome to Chevrolet's Inside High School Sports. I'm your host, Jason Bristol. One thing we know about football in August, it's hot and the action on the field even hotter. Right now, we are starting off the season with a matchup between two state contenders in 6A Division II. We're talking defending state runner-up Summer Creek hosting Shadow Creek in our DQ Game of the Week. Summer Creek coming off that trip to the 6A state championships looking just as good in the opener. Defense shining early in this one. Brandon Jones stepping in front of that pass, clear sailing in front of him. Brandon Jones returns it 67 yards for the score. Bulldogs take an early 7-0 lead. A few minutes later, Brandon Jones again. His second pick and second pick six of the night. The lead is now 14-0. Just before the half, Blake Thomas, deep ball. Benny Easter has it. Fingertip grab for the score. That makes it 21-0 at the break. Second half now, Summer Creek keeps pouring it on. Thomas, a lot of time in the pocket, fires another deep ball. Trey Brown is there, hangs on, 32-yard score. Bulldogs lead to 28 points. A little later, Braylon Causey takes the handoff, bounces to the outside, and knows where to go. Untouched, Summer Creek opens the season with an impressive 42-0 victory over Shadow Creek. Good opening night matchup at Dickinson as the Gators host the Katy Tigers, and this one turns out to be the game of the night. Dickinson on the board first, Joshua Arthur, couple of sweet moves, in for 6, Gators up 7-0. Katy answers right back, Gunnar Nelson, play action, Joshua Smith wide open, 5-yard score, we're tied at 7. Tigers take the lead a possession later. Tremaine Hill takes the pitch, makes a nice cutback, and takes it in. Katy leads 14-7 at the break. Second half now, Dickinson grabs back that lead. Lorenzo Aguirre, great throw, even better catch by Caleb Peterson. Gators in front 22-14. After Katy answers with a score, Arthur finds the end zone again for Dickinson. Gators seem to be in control 37-24. Late in the game, Katy is back and goes up 41-37 when Hill rumbles in from 5 yards out. Dickinson one last chance, but Isaiah McMillan, great defense, knocks it away. Katy escapes with a crazy 41-37 win. The Houston area's top-ranked team in 6A, Northshore, opening up the season against one of the state's top 5A schools, Dallas's South Oak Cliff, and this one wasn't close. Pick things up early in the second quarter. Northshore QB Caleb Bailey has a hookup. Cameron Smith goes 43 yards. The Mustangs lead 7-0. Next possession, Bailey this time keeps it on the read option. Good decision, makes one guy miss, then another, and he's going 63 yards to the house. That makes it 14-zip Mustangs. Northshore will add another score a short time later. Chris Thomas goes in from 2 yards out, and just before the half, it's that Bailey to Smith connection. A little shorter this time, 12 yards. Northshore rolls in its opener. The final is 38-0. One of Northshore's main threats in 6A, Atascocita, hosting Houston Lamar. Eagles not wasting any time in this one. Quarterback Carday Mack, first play from scrimmage, up the gut, bounces it to the outside, got a great block, and he's going the distance. Just like that, Atascocita leads 7-zip. Later in the first, Mack to Torrey Blaylock. Blaylock, he's going to do the rest. Tightropes down that sideline, 38-yard pass and run. It ups the lead to 14. Second quarter now, Isaiah Rashid calling his own number. Tucks it away, couple of sweet moves. Rashid scores from 26 yards out. It's 21-0. Then just before the half, Blaylock again makes that first dude miss and then turns on the Jets. No one is catching the Oklahoma commit. 69 yards later, it's 28-zip. The Eagles go on to win 35-7. Our coaches poll has Spring Westfield as the area's 6th-ranked team. This group, though, feels underappreciated as it takes on C.E. King. It was King putting the Mustangs in their place early, however. Terrific diving catch. Lane Braylon, 21-yard touchdown, 7-0 Panthers. Down 14-7, Westfield's Miles Dent keeps the ball. Quarterback option, and he's using the take the ball to the house option. 43 yards, and that ties the game, 14-all. Third quarter, King is down 3, but Dion Sims finding the hole, busting loose, 52-yard score. Panthers back in front now, 28-24. In the fourth, Mustangs down 1. Devon Smith breaks through 3 tackles at the 1 to score the game-winning touchdown. Spring Westfield takes the 34-28 come-from-behind win. Klein Cain was a team on a mission Thursday night against Cy-Fair. Third play of the game, quarterback Zach Johnson finds Maxwell Hendrick on the sidelines with the bomb. No one's catching him. 74 yards, so it's 7-0 Cain. The Bobcats do answer back quickly, though. Cy-Fair's first offensive play, a good one. Clayton Crosby, Wyatt Herbal in stride. 80 yards. It's 7-all, but that's all she wrote for the Bobcats. Cain simply getting busy the rest of the night. Cy-Fair's down 22-7 in the second quarter. Crosby's pass underthrown. Marcus Coleman weaving his way across the field. 41-yard score. Hurricanes lead 36-7 at the break. Second half, more of the same. Johnson, Hendrick, that connection works again. This time Hendrick busts through a tackle, 59 yards for the score. Klein Cain rolls in game number 1, 57-7. Galveston ball and University of Texas commit Jonah Williams taking on Manvel Thursday night. After a Williams opening kickoff return for 6, don't worry, we'll have plenty on Jonah later. Manvel answers back. A kickoff from Antoine Wilder breaks through traffic, makes a house call. Special teams on point early in this one. But the rest of the game, all Tours and all Jonah Williams. In at QB, up the gut, 4-yard score. Tours would later lead 28-6 at the break. Third quarter, it's Kaiden Barker at QB. He knows who to go to. You simply cannot leave Jonah Williams that wide open. 35-yard score, ball is coasting. Then Barker, Williams, amazing catch, back of the end zone. 5 touchdowns on the night for the 5-star recruit. Galveston ball wins 54-26. Each week, we're honoring an athlete for his accomplishments on the field. And this week, our Parker University MVP is one of the best receivers in the state. It's Katy Jordan's Andrew Marsh. Katy Jordan's Andrew Marsh already has roughly 150 career catches, and he still has a senior season to go. This wide receiver coming off a tremendous year in which he caught 65 balls for more than 1,100 yards and 15 scores for a playoff team. He was a unanimous first-team All-District selection a year ago, should be in play now for District MVP. And we were there last week when Andrew committed to Michigan. And for his accomplishments on the field, we're now happy to present a bobblehead to Andrew, who joined us earlier this week. All right, Andrew, how'd they do with your bobblehead? You know, especially the hair.
I really think they did a great job. The hair is great, spot on, really. I love the detail. They got the sleeves, they got my long socks, so I really think they hit the nail on the hammer.
Of course, you're considered one of the more electrifying playmakers in Texas. So what makes you so dangerous at the wide receiver position?
On the field, really just a guy who's going to get open really from anywhere on the field, make the tough grabs with my wingspan and radius, things like that. Really just my fluidity and my routes and creativeness.
Last week, you committed to the University of Michigan. We were there. It was really nice meeting you and your mom. So what went into that decision?
It really just took a lot of patience over the years. been getting recruited for a few years now. So I would say really the time, talking with the coaches, talking with the people I have around me in my circle like that.
Hey, back to this season. Those Katy Tigers, they're the hunted as usual in 19-6A. What do you think it's going to take to get your Warriors that district championship?
Really just a hard work, consistency, I would say. Even last year, I would have said we could have beat them, and I truly believe that. But it's really just going to come down to us staying consistent week in and week out.
Andrew, thanks so much for joining us, and of course, good luck this upcoming season. And when we return, we're heading to Hitchcock to see if the Bulldogs football team can match the basketball team's success.
The Game of the Week is brought to you by your local DQ, serving up the best treats and eats in Texas. Stop by DQ and treat yourself before and after the game. The MVP is brought to you by Parker University. Do you or your student want a career training the world's best athletes? Check out our bachelor's degree in strength and human performance today.
Fort Bend Hightower opening up the 24 season with Clear Falls. Hurricanes get on the scoreboard first. Second quarter, Camden Emmanuel throws it up. Dontrell Fisher comes down with it. This play covers 18 yards. Hightower leads 6-zip. Later, Kylan Davis fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Good decision. Inside the pylon, Hurricanes up the lead to 12. But Clear Falls answers back. Jacob Champagne, deep ball. Dylan Proctor wide open. He'll cruise in. 64 yards. Knights back to within 5. Hightower puts the game away late in the fourth, though. Another nice ball. Emmanuel. Fisher. What a catch between two dudes. Hurricanes earn a hard-fought 19-14 win. A great opening night at Pearland. The Oilers hosting a very talented Fulshear squad. Pearland already up 3-0. Cameron Bush barrels it in from a yard out. Oilers lead by 10 after 1. Start of the second, Fulshear's on the board. Patrick Broadway takes the handoff and takes off. 34 yards to the house. It cuts the lead to 10-6. Fulshear, time for the extra point. Uh-oh, botch snap. Pearland's Quentin Murray scoops it up. He's taking it the other way. No one's going to catch him either. Pearland gets the 2-point conversion the other way and now leads 12-6. On to the third. Broadway does it again for Fulshear. Same play as earlier, same result. This time, 58 yards, but Fulshear misses the extra point. We're tied at 12 until late in the fourth. The Chargers running back Zane Smith charges in from the 4. Fulshear earning a big 19-12 win on the road at Pearland. Now, at Hitchcock, as the basketball team gets ready to hang another banner in the gym, our Chevy Spotlight finds the Gridiron guys are using that now as motivation to win a title of their own. Lloyd Jones knows a thing or two about winning. It's all he's done the past couple of years at Hitchcock. 20 wins the past 2 seasons in football, but more impressive, back-to-back 3A state championships in hoops. And going into this season, he's hoping that success on the court translates to the gridiron.
You gotta bring it over from basketball to show that we can really do it for real. We won 7-on-7 basketball, state champions, back-to-back, both of them. So we gotta keep pushing, keep doing what we do, and we'll be good.
One of the reasons the Bulldogs have been so successful, chemistry. Most of these kids have been playing together since they were kids.
You know, we believe in the 10,000-hour rule, and these guys, they've been playing together since they were 5 years old, whether it was on the basketball court, on the football field, running track.
We've been doing this our whole lives together, every sport. As you can see, we won everything, basketball, 7-on-7. If we can do what we gotta do, we'll strive to be great, love each other, care for one another, we'll get a state championship this time.
We got a lot of talent on this team, and we all got a lot of chemistry, really. And when we put that together, nobody can stop us, really.
And if Hitchcock hopes to make some noise in December, they'll have to count on Jones to lead the way.
I think, you know, Lloyd has a lot of strengths that you can see, the tangible things, you know, his size, his speed, his arm strength, but it's the intangible thing. He's got a heart of a lion. You know, his desire to win is what really translates and what we hope is a great point in helping lead our team to get to where we want to go.
Where they want to go come December is AT&T Stadium. And like the basketball program, these Bulldogs beefing up their non-district schedule to better prepare for a long run in the postseason.
I believe it's a tough schedule, but it's nothing that we're going to shy away from. We've told the kids from day one, back in off season, we're going to have a tough non-district schedule.
It's going to prepare us real good. As you know, we lost last year to Columbus. Belleville, number 2 4A team in the state, made it state last year. And Columbus, that's a fun game, fun district game everybody want to see. And we all going to come prepared and ready to play.
Yeah, and those Bulldogs will certainly be a contender in 3A Division I. Now, when we return, we're going next level with a 4-year starting quarterback ready to prove his doubters wrong.
Chevrolet's Inside High School Sports is brought to you by DeMontron Chevrolet of Houston. Come in and test drive the all-new Silverado today.
Welcome back to the show. Northshore, once again a favorite to make a return trip to AT&T Stadium. And here's a big reason why. We're learning more about a senior gunslinger in our Randall's Next Level. Joining us now, our Inside High School Sports insider, Mike Rigg. All right, Mike, Caleb Bailey burst on the scene as a freshman, led the Mustangs to that state title, was named the championship game MVP. It's really hard to believe it's year 4 for him now. He's certainly one of Houston's top dual threats, but let's be honest, that label hasn't necessarily translated to big-time college offers. So in your mind, what does he need to do or may need to do now to catch looks from those Power 5 schools?
Yeah, thanks, Jason. You know, one thing you can't argue with when it comes to Bailey is that he is a proven winner. 6A state MVP as a freshman, and then brought the Mustangs back to the title game last season. Now, whether it's with his arm or his legs, he gets wins, and you can definitely expect that to continue at the next level. But Bailey is definitely counting on a big senior year, bringing some more college offers. His injury history doesn't help. He missed his entire sophomore campaign with that knee injury, and then he was dynamic last season, though. 33 touchdowns in the air and 14 more on the ground. He has college offers from the likes of like UTEP and Navy. You can only expect that list to grow if he has a big senior season.
Thanks so much, Mike. And of course, look forward to hearing from you again next week. And when we come back, we're taking a look back at some of the best plays from last season.
Next Level is brought to you by Randall's. Find these great community coffee products on the Chevrolet Inside High School Sports end cap and take your shopping game to the next level. Plays of the week are brought to you by the UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
That's going to do it for us and this week's show. Next week, we've got more bangers for you, including Fulshear versus Ridge Point, Bridgeland battling Katy Tompkins. And if you need more high school content, our social media sites, including X, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, they're always on. And be sure to catch the warm-up with Neil Beasley as he gets you ready for the upcoming week of football every Thursday morning. So until next week, here's a look at some of the best plays from last year in the UPS Store Plays of the Week.
Chevrolet's Inside High School Sports is brought to you by the Houston area Chevy dealers. Visit your nearest Chevy dealer to test drive our award-winning products.